For as long as humans have existed, death has been the one great equalizer. It's the single thing that connects kings and peasants, geniuses and fools, the one truth nobody escapes. But what if that's about to change? What if science could finally cure death itself? It sounds like a dream come true, but it could easily twist into a nightmare for every single one of us. Right now, humanity is on the verge of its greatest ever achievement. For decades, scientists have been slowly piecing together the puzzle of aging, and they're now developing technologies that don't just promise to add a few years to our lives, they promise to stop aging in its tracks. We're talking about senolytic drugs that can clear out old, decaying cells that cause age-related diseases. There are gene-editing tools like CRISPR that could potentially fix the broken DNA that makes us grow old. And doctors are already testing revolutionary stem cell therapies to regenerate our bodies from the inside out. The idea of radical life extension isn't just sci-fi anymore. Some futurists believe that within our lifetimes we could hit something called longevity escape velocity, the exact point where for every year you stay alive, science can extend your life by another year. We could defeat our oldest enemy. We could live for centuries, maybe even forever. It's a beautiful promise, a world without grief or the fear of loss, with all the time in the world. But that promise has a dark side. This miracle cure for death, it's going to have a price tag. And you can bet it will be astronomical. When these treatments first roll out, they won't be for you or me. They'll be exclusively for the super rich, the 1% of the 1%. So the dream of immortality won't unite humanity, it will shatter it. This won't be just another gap between the rich and the poor. It will be a biological chasm carved right into our species. It's a future that historian Yuval Noah Harari warns about, where for the first time we could see true biological inequality. He imagines a world split into two new kinds of beings, the mortals who live and die, and the new, godlike immortals who could rule them forever. This is the terrifying truth. By conquering death for a few, we might just sacrifice what it means to be human for everyone. Picture what this new world looks like. Billions of us live our normal, limited lives, while a tiny, untouchable elite gets to live forever. This immortal upper class would have endless time to gather wealth, knowledge, and power, cementing themselves as a permanent ruling class that never steps down. The rest of us would become an eternal underclass, serving the whims of masters who see us as temporary, disposable beings. What is a normal life worth in a world where some people are permanent? Our goals, our struggles, our desire to leave a legacy, it all becomes meaningless. And forget about social mobility. How can you climb a ladder when the person on the top rung will never ever leave? It would create a level of social resentment so deep it could threaten to burn the whole world down. But the curse of immortality wouldn't just be for mortals. For the undying elite, forever could become its own kind of prison. Our brains simply evolved to handle a limited lifespan. Knowing you're going to die gives life a sense of urgency and meaning. So what happens when you remove it? Some studies already show that after a certain age, people can experience a drop in life satisfaction and a rise in existential dread. Imagine outliving all your mortal friends and family, not just once, but over and over again. The crushing weight of endless memory, the boredom of experiencing everything, the sheer meaninglessness of infinite time. It could lead to psychological problems we can't even begin to imagine. The immortal elite, with all their power, might just find themselves trapped in a golden cage with nothing but empty, endless time. But maybe the most terrifying outcome of all is that society itself would calcify and die. Progress is fueled by new generations. New ideas, social change, and scientific revolutions happen because older generations, often set in their ways, are replaced by younger people with fresh perspectives. But if the old guard never leaves, society could become frozen in time. An eternal oligarchy would have zero reason to innovate or solve the problems of a world they barely have to engage with. Culture, art, and science could all stagnate as the same ideas and tastes are recycled for centuries. In our quest to defeat physical death, we could accidentally kill the very spirit of progress that makes us who we are. The science of extending life is leaping forward, there's no doubt about it, but it brings up huge questions that go way beyond the lab. It forces us to stop and ask what kind of world we're actually trying to build. An immortal world, divided by biology, would be a tragedy on a scale we've never seen. And it leaves us with one final chilling thought. When we finally manage to defeat death, will we have lost our humanity in the process? If this vision of the future is as unsettling to you as it is to me, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. This is a conversation we absolutely need to have, and we need to have it now. Let me know in the comments. What do you think is the single biggest danger of immortality?